What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick and this is Full Throttle Cars. Today I'm back working on my 2004 Nissan 350Z, trying to get my hand clutch going. So with that said, we'll jump right into the video. Alright guys, so it's actually been a few weeks since we uploaded on the channel. Unfortunately, I've been very busy at school. Nathan's been very busy at school. I haven't been able to get home to work on the car or make any more videos. However, this weekend while I'm here, I'm going to get a bunch of videos filmed so that way we can get some consistent content back on the channel, hopefully back to one video a week at least. But for now, I'm going to be working on my 350Z. If you don't know, I've been converting this thing to have a hand-operable clutch, so that way I can drive it even though I have one leg and it has a manual transmission. That's why it needs the hand clutch. Alright guys, so the car's actually been sitting for about a month. I haven't been home to work on it. So right now it did have a dead battery. I've got it on the charger right here charging. So hopefully we can get this thing started up and do a test run, because if we go in here, I'll show you what I've been working on today. I swapped in a larger stepper motor down here. The previous motor was just too weak to pull this thing back. To pull back the clutch pedal. You can see my system down here a little bit. Basically there'll be a cord that comes over here, is attached to the stepper motor, and then it will pull back the clutch pedal down there. But the previous motor I had, after messing around with it a little bit and trying to get it to work, it was just too weak for the job. So now we swapped in this bigger one. I'm waiting for the battery to charge up so we can run a test, because it does run off the car battery. So what I've been working on so far today is mounting this stepper motor down here. I did not get any videos of this because it's kind of a tight area down here. You can see, I'm going to try and get you all the way back here. You can see these two screws back here that go into this wood frame, which mount this thing to the wood so it doesn't move. It is extremely hard to get back here to get these things tightened. So that was a huge annoyance to try to get this thing in there. But I got it in there, we got it secured. So now we're going to move on to trying to change up the code on the program. So hopefully we can get that worked out. Alright guys, so we just pulled out the car. I had to jump it. The thing was almost completely dead. I could not get it started. So we jumped it, pulled it out of the garage, and I have to do some programming on this hand clutch because the motor is turning the opposite way. I was doing some tests with the earlier motor, and I think this one might be connected just a little bit differently than the previous one. So I'm going to jump in here, do some programming, change up the code, and hopefully I can get it figured out, and hopefully we can get this thing working. Alright guys, so it is another day. I had to do some more messing with the code. I had some issues. The code was not working at all after I tried to originally modify it. So I'm going to jump back in. I have a new code to try to test some stuff out. So I'm going to try and test out some stuff. Hopefully we can get the car running and get that hand clutch working today. So here's hopefully cold start number 2 on the 350Z. Alright guys, so you kind of heard that it did not want to go, but fortunately it did start up. We didn't have to jump it. I had it running for probably about 10 or 15 minutes yesterday, trying to get some battery built back up in it. So hopefully it's good now, and hopefully we'll just leave it running for a little bit. Hopefully it charges back up that battery a little more. Alright guys, so we've got some unfortunate news in terms of the hand clutch. I cannot get this thing programmed correctly. For some reason I cannot get the stepper motor to activate because the code keeps freezing right where I'm activating the stepper motor. Alright guys, so I'm going to briefly walk you through how this code works, and I might put it up on the screen in case any of you know Arduino code. It might be able to help me out with this. So first off, we go down here. The very first thing the code is going to read is my input right here. When I pull this back, it should read how much pounds is going to this sensor down here. Then that relays to the Arduino here, where I have a little bit of math to calculate based on the input from here into how many steps I want the Arduino or the stepper motor to run. Now it's at this point where I feed that number of steps into the stepper step command to hopefully get that stepper motor to turn the amount of steps that it needs to in order to actually move the correct amount. Now at that point it freezes for some reason. Why that is, I'm not sure, and I've taken that bit out of the code, just that one line that feeds it to the stepper motor, and the code runs perfectly fine. Alright guys, so unfortunately we have to end off on kind of a bad news scenario with this clutch not working. Hopefully I'll be able to get back working on this some more. I'm going to do a lot of research on different examples. Maybe try the Excel stepper library rather than the stepper library from Arduino. And hopefully we can get this hand clutch worked out. If you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. But until next time, I'll see you in the next video.